Hi everyone, Jack is here. So today I want to talk about balancing your energy between masculine and feminine. Like we all have both sides. You have your masculine energy and feminine energy, and you need to be balanced, in both. And yeah, just to make it clear, when I say like masculine energy or feminine energy, for example, let's say you are a man, you have feminine energy, that doesn't mean that you will be a man who is interested by men, and inverse, like if you are a woman, doesn't mean that if you are mostly on your masculine, you are mostly interested just on women, you know what I mean? Don't think like that. Like it's more deeper than that, and it's not the way that you are interested in someone, for a love relationships, etc. Here I'm just talking about the energy, like everybody, men or woman, you have masculine energy and feminine energy. And I will explain to you like what is the difference between both and how you can become balanced, in order to have both, because you need to have both. So here you are, and then you have here masculine and feminine. So first of all, you have the masculine energy. So masculine, it's all about drive, motivation, action, like staying focused, logic. So these are the main trait of the masculine. When you need to do something, then you will tap into your masculine energy. So yeah, mostly you will have motivation. This is how you will want to do something, or you will need something, action, like you will do like what you need to do in order to get where you want to be. This is where you will set your goals, And logic and mind, which is kind of the same thing, but you will use your rational side, what I mean? Your mind, your brain, you will usually like use your masculine energy, inside of you in order to do things. And you need to have that, what I mean? And sometimes, well, not sometimes, but most of the time, in order to receive things, you will need to be on both sides, you know what I mean? You need to work with your masculine side in order to create your business, in order to what it takes to get where you want to be. If you need to read a book, like you will tap into your masculine. Everything that you will do, it will be mostly on your masculine energy. But then, in order to reap the harvest that you have done, you will need to go towards the feminine side. So on your feminine side, this is where the law of attraction, appears. This is where you will attract things, the reward, you will reap the harvest of everything that you have done with your action. In order to receive everything, you will need to have balance, or to be on your feminine side, in order to attract everything that you did, It's like a relationship, I mean? When you want to create, a baby, then you will need some action, but then you will have to wait, in order to attract, or to reap the harvest of things, you know what I mean? And then it will be on the feminine side, And that same thing, it will be about instead of action, it will be everything about emotion. So you will need to feel good, you know what I mean, in order to do that. Because if you are doing action, but you are not like interested, or you are not in love with what you do, what will happen is you will quit, you know what I mean? And believe me, like I've done that like I don't know how many times, So in order to get what you want, you need to be balanced, in both. And then instead of using your logic, you will use your heart. And you want to really like follow that, and your intuition as well. It will be mostly on your feminine side. I put heart, but I think here it will be more accurate to use intuition, as well. And here you have mind, but here you will have self love. In order to get what you want, you need to have love, into what you are doing, and into like yourself. If you want to manifest something, for example, on the law of attraction, having self-love is really important to have that, because it will make your manifestation, come to life, and it will like accelerate everything. So yeah, in order to do and to have whatever you want, you need to be balanced in both, and you will have a stronger side than the other, For example, me, even if I'm balanced, like I saw my result, they come more into the feminine side than the masculine side. Like if I put too much action into doing, wake up at 5 a.m., like doing my exercise, and then doing my meditation, like take my breakfast, and then work like from 8 to 13 into whatever I want to do, and read and etc. And if it's too structured, if it's too much action every day, because I used to do that every day. I was sending messages, I was doing my work, etc., 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 I didn't get so much result at the end, but I gained discipline out of that. If I want to do something, then I can put my mind and my heart, to do something, like to be really focused, which is good. But still, I didn't get so much result out of that. But when I'm mostly like on the feminine side, like when I'm in a good state of mind, and when I look at everything that I did add in my life, and I reflect like a lot about what I have done in my life, and you should, because it will help you to understand yourself better. But when I look at my life, like everything that I did add, I wasn't chasing for it. I did attract it. Either it was relationships, like, yeah, if it was on my past relationships, like my exes, etc., it wasn't me. It was them chasing me. Or if I look at jobs that I have worked for, it wasn't me. Like mostly it was them, or an opportunity that came and I didn't expect it, and then I did, and then I worked on it. Yeah, pretty much anything, I mean, like, the most things that I did get from my life, it wasn't me chasing for that. It was the opportunity we came to me, what I mean? So this is why, like, I try to take time, for myself. I try to do things that I do love, what I mean? And to really like nurture this side, because it was the side that I didn't like took really seriously when I try to do business. When I try to do business, for me, it's all about like motivation, action, logic. You need to say you are alone. Like you need to do or die. You need to succeed, because nobody is here for you. Which is true, by the way. But it's funny to see both sides. Like to see the masculine side and feminine side. Masculine, it's all about like, yeah, you need to kill your emotion. You need to do things. You need to crush everyone. I mean, tak, tak, tak. And then when you see the feminine sides, it's like, I love myself. Like everybody is beautiful. And like so it's funny to see like the two opposites. But on reality, you need both. But don't be hardcore in either side. Like balance is all about get good things out of two. Extreme is never good enough. Um, for example, like I learned about spirituality. Like it was something that I did ignore. And it's really good, to learn from that. But also, it's really good to learn about science and to really learn about like things. Like grounded into the reality. But again, like you don't want to take both sides, too far away from. You don't want to take like, both sides too far. Nothing is good in life when it's with excess. Doesn't matter like what you're looking for. If you eat too much fast food, it's not good. If you eat too much like salad, it's not good either. You know what I mean? Anything. So you really want to get balance. How do you get balance? Here you will get balance by doing meditation. Again, like when you will look at my channel, like everything will always come back to the same thing. Why? Because basics are the best things that you can do. People try to find like some special things, or some next level thinking, or some secrets, but there is no secret in life. If you want to get good at anything, you just need to get good at basics. If you do the basics every day, for a long period of time, and it's really hard. It's really, 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 really hard. But if you do like the basics every day, you will get good and better and more than what you can believe for. You know what I mean? Like if you just do meditation, it will help you to balance your chakra, because again, like we have 7 chakra, within the body. You have heart, you have solar plexus, you have root chakra. But you have 7 chakra, and when they are aligned, you are good like in both sides. And in order to get them aligned, you need to do some meditation. You can do as well yoga, because you really want to get the root chakra, at a good position, the chakra responsible for your stability, etc. And then you have your sacral chakra, the chakra of your life force energy, will give you like more energy, and one of the way to do that is semen retention, or the abstinence of any, sexual things, for a long period of time. And then you have your solar plexus, the one that is responsible for your emotions, and how you react to things, and which is linked directly to subconscious mind. And then you will have the heart chakra, all about like emotions, really important. And then you have your fourth chakra, where it's all about communication. And then you have your third eye, like the things that, you don't have a third eye that open, it's just about like when you close your eyes, you can visualize things, I mean, you can see things. This is the first chakra, like basics. And then you have your crown chakra. Crown chakra, it's all about like the top of your head, about new information that you will receive. Sometimes you know some things, but you don't really know why or how, but you know some things. And this is all about the crown chakra, like maybe some information that are not from yourself. So yeah, when you do like meditation, like enough, like 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, every day, you will get like balance at one point, and you will be able to be like in the action mode, doing things, but as well like on the resting mode, like, and you will have stillness, which is really important because you really want to be on a good state. So yeah, and that's it. I hope that it was clear. I do offer like a one-on-one call, by the way, for free. We can talk, and if you have any problems or if you have things that you want to fix, we can talk about it through a call, and that's it. And don't forget to like, to subscribe. And I try to release like one video every day, every 2 days. And yeah, my goal is to help people like love themselves and find their purpose. So I'm here for that, and I really believe that this is my journey, and I'm really happy to do that. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.